Hi everybody, so today I just thought I would do this tutorial for you guys because I know that a lot of you have saw my last video on my tools that I got for my new hair tools that I got that I'm so excited about. So I decided to use one today, and as you can see it's like the crimper. In my video, well, I'll show you which one it was. It's this huge one right here, which I absolutely love, especially for extensions or if you have really long hair. It gives it kind of like a curly, like natural beachy wave look, which I think is awesome. It's not like too crimpy, but it's like really pretty and wavy. So it's by Revlon, and I might do a review on this because there are a couple things that I probably would change and stuff like that. So I'll see if I'm going to do a review. I might not, but I think I should because I have a lot of opinions on it. But overall, I really like it. I think it looks really pretty. First, I let my hair air dry and I put Moroccan oil in it. I conditioned it, and how I let it air dry is I scrunched it in my hand, so it gave it like a little bit of a wave instead of brushing it straight. Because if you brush it straight, it'll have more chance of it like kind of laying straight, like falling straight. But if you scrunch it up, it'll give it more like body and bounce, and it'll hold the I was gonna say curl. It'll hold the wave in better. So most people didn't even know I used a waver. They just thought that I curled my hair. And this, if you curled your hair like this, like it would take forever. But I think it only took me like a half an hour to do. So you're gonna notice that in the video, I look different. I look a little bit different, and I'm wearing a different shirt. This is because this is the next day after I did my hair. Like, this is the day after I filmed the video. So the reason why I'm taping it now is I taped the beginning of it, but you'll see that in the video my extension hair doesn't match. It looks like kind of more golden or more orangey than my natural hair, and I'll get into a video about that, why that happened and everything like that later. But it's the same extension hair as I'm wearing right now. Basically, I think like the hardest part of doing your hair like this is like at the root. Like, you don't want to mess up the roots, because this is like the hardest part to kind of make look nice, because I've seen sometimes like you get that really ugly line there. So I think that I kind of prevented that from happening, which I think is really cute. I really am enjoying this look. I'll show you what it looks like, and here's the side, the back, and then is it all behind the back? And the other side. So I do love the style. This is probably like one of my favorite styles to wear my hair like this, like with my extensions and stuff, because the bottom of, like the underneath of your hair blends in a lot easier too, since it's crimped, so you don't have to worry about like straight pieces, so it really blends in really nicely. So yeah, so don't mind that the extensions don't match, please. Like, it really bothers me that the extensions don't match perfectly to my hair. I'm really perfectionist with. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so obviously my hair is down. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to start like sectioning my hair as if I would be putting my extensions in. And then I'm going to take this big thing. It is ginormous. It's crazy. And it's really hot, so be very careful. And I'm going to do my hair first before the extension. Like I said, be very careful because this does get hot. So then you should have something like that. And the reason why I actually have to pay attention to where it goes is I'll show you more at the top what I'm talking about. Careful not to burn yourself, which I'm probably going to do because this is my first time really doing it. And make sure that you follow the suit of the hair, right? So if there's a wave here and then if there's a wave here and then an indent here, make sure you carry on that indent so it gives it a nice wave. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this side. Go as close as you, I mean, at the bottom it's really not that important to go as close as you can. I'm holding in here for like 10 seconds. As close as you can to the root. But see how this indent goes in here? Am I making sense? I hope I am. So then you should have something like this, right? And like I said, the bottom parts don't have to be perfect, and you want to make sure you get the ends in there too. So now what I'm going to do is take my bottom strip of hair, which looks like this. I'm just going to brush the knots out or whatever. And then I'm going to take it and then do this next. So it looks like that. So that's about 10 seconds. It'll look like that. And then see where I'm going with this? See how there's an indent right here? So I take this and squeeze it, hold this straight, squeeze it where that indent is. So we keep the same pattern, so it's not kind of going all over the place. I hope you saw that. I'll show you again. So go in this little indent right here. And basically do that all the way down. And then even see at the end here, you're even going to want to do at the end. So it gives it a nice even wave all the way through. So you have something that looks really cool like that. Okay, so I'm just going to put that in my hair. Not really worrying about it right now. I'm just going to kind of throw it in there. Okay? Okay. So I'm just going to do my next row. In reality, you could probably do your whole head first like this, your natural hair. So as you can see, I'm just kind of going quickly through my natural hair because it's not as important. I'm going to start taking bigger chunks, not bigger chunks, but like thicker pieces, because they, like I said, these pieces don't really matter. Stay as far away from your ear as possible. If you're wondering why there's orange in here, I'll tell you guys in another video, because I'm going to do a video about it, but yeah, for now, there's going to be orange at the top there. So this part I'm going to be doing in two sections, obviously. This part, this side, and then this side. Okay, see this kink right here? I'm going to talk about this. There's like a straight line here. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that when I get to the top of my head, because that is something you will want to prevent. Okay, flipping around. Okay, so see how my under pieces aren't really very noticeable, so you don't have to worry about if your hair is straight, the pieces looking too straight. So hold it in. If you have your hair like mine, I'd hold it in for about 20 seconds. Otherwise, if you have like the set that already comes, you know, with like the 11 pieces or 10 pieces or whatever, I would probably only recommend about 10 seconds each piece. But since this is like 4, you know, it's all folded over and stuff like that, I recommend a little bit longer time. Shake it out. I don't really like to use my hands because I don't want to straighten them out. Once you get to this part, this point of your hair where it's like all the way up to about here, this is where I put my last piece in, so that's where I'm gonna go by. But it's like right here. You guys can see. I did that all the way around my head. This is gonna be like the more important parts. Okay, so I'll show you what you don't want to do, and I'll show you why, like what will happen. If you take a piece of hair, and you're gonna want to do this concentrated on like where your part is. If you take a piece of hair like this and you hold it flat side down, like this side down here. See what you get here? I don't know if you guys can see. Like a really ugly line. I don't like that because I was like, I don't want a big, you know, that just won't look nice. It's not gonna flow nicely, whatever. Since that's underneath, it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to show you what I like to do. That because I like volume at my root. I don't like it just to be flat. So I'm going to take it upside down like this. So like the two barrels are facing downwards. And I'm going to go hold it up pretty straight. And I'm going to put, all the barrels are facing down. Attach it onto my hair like you normally would. And make sure that the barrel is pretty close to your root, but not close enough so it will burn you, really. And make sure it's straight with your root, because you don't want it like uneven. So 10 seconds. So that's not too bad. And then basically you can hold it this way and see where it is, and then you're gonna really want to concentrate on making sure the waves are exactly where you want them to be. But see how it's really cute. It has like it starts like away from my root, and it doesn't have like that ugly line like this one does. I'm taking individual pieces for the back of my head, just to give it some volume at the root without having to backcomb it or anything like that, which is nice about this tool too. So hold it upside down. Make sure this part right here is not touching your hair, because that's if you pull it forward and it's gonna get that ugly kink. Okay, so now you can kind of like pull it out a little bit if they're like stuck together or whatever. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think it's a really fun look, and I hope you guys did too. You could definitely like play this up if you wanted to wear it for prom or something. I don't have my really cute headband one. You could put like a little headband, or you could put it like to the side like this, you know, and a little, you know what I mean, and puff it up. And I think you could make it this look really, really formal, but then again, it's kind of just like a fun waves. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! You're gonna notice that in my video, showing you how to curl or crimp, how to crimp your hair, it's the exact same thing. Yeah, it's the exact same thing as what I did here.